Hello, Cardinal Spirit readings. I thought I would do something a little different. I Googled some VRs to see if I could find something that interests me. I wanted to do something spontaneous. Um, I saw this on originally, She Walks in Beauty, um, but it is an answer. I think the original video was the Curated Shelf. And I will put links to both of those down in the description box. And what this hashtag is 22 faves, hashtag my favorite majors. Now, I need to let you know that I don't have that many decks. Um, some creators on here, they have 150, 200 decks. I think I might have 15, maybe. So you're going to see some of these more than one time. And I kind of cheated a little bit. You're going to see, for some of these, you're going to see more than one card because I just couldn't pick one. So the objective of this is to go through the major arcana and to pick my favorite card that represents each of the major arcanas. So we're going to begin with the Fool. And my favorite Fool card is this one from the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. I like how it shows that she's looking at the doorway as a new portal, a new beginning, a place for her to start her journey. That really appealed to me. So that's my favorite Fool. Next, we have the Magician. And my favorite Magician is from the Witch's Tarot. He looks like he's just working the magic, with the what's that, Ouroboros? Is that what they call it up above? But he's got all the tools there. He's got the wand in his hand, the cup and the pentacle and the sword laying on the table. So, like the magician, he has all the tools necessary to do what he needs to do. And so this card appealed to me a lot. Next, for the High Priestess, I chose this one from the Everyday Witch. She's got her crystal ball. She's got her tarot cards. She's got all her books of spells and knowledge behind her. The cat is spreading out the bag of runes. And of course, she's got her witch's hat and she's got her black cat. So she has the tools and the secret knowledge, for us. You notice there's a black candlestick and a white candlestick. So there's a lot of Rider-Waite-Smith symbols in this card with a new, fresh, modern take on it. So this was my favorite High Priestess. Next, we have the Empress. And my favorite Empress is from Sawyer's Path. And I'm not a real big fan of some of the Empress cards that shows her pregnant. This one, she obviously is, but I don't know. It's just not quite so in your face as some of the others. I like the fact that you still see some of the imagery, the flowers. She's got the cornucopia of abundance. She's got her staff. There's the sun. And, the little deer is back there. So the shield is on her chest. So the symbols are there. but I just liked her. And I like the fact that, her hair is salt and pepper. So, she's got some experience and some knowledge. And so this is my favorite Empress. For the Emperor, there are two. Traditionally, we see the Emperor sitting on his throne and in a position of power. And this man exuberated power to me with, he just looked so elegant sitting on his throne. And he's got the ram's head. And this is from Lucid Dreams. And you've got the Rider-Waite imagery here, but this is a fresh take on it. And so this is one of my Emperor cards. The second one is kind of like tongue-in-cheek, because anybody who has one knows that they rule the roost. Here's the Emperor from the Teeny Tiny Tarot. And anybody who has a cat knows that the cat thinks they own the whole entire world, that they rule the kingdom. So I thought that was just so cute. I had to give the black cat a nod. Next, we have the Hierophant. And for the Hierophant, I picked the Shaman from the Native American Tarot. This just spoke to my spirit. He is the mentor. He is the teacher. He's the elder with the knowledge. He's who everyone seeks out if they need healing, if they need any guidance, they go to the shaman. And so I was like, he exuberates Hierophant for me. Next, we have the Lovers, and I just adore this card from Crystal Visions. Typically in Rider-Waite, you see the devil has got them chained, or there's some types of bonds. And I like in this how you see they've still got the silken bonds, but it's like the doves have took them loose, and their love is going to free them. And I don't know, this is just a beautiful card to me, and I just really, really like this Lovers card. For the Chariot, I mean, come on, it had to be Everyday Witch with the motorcycle and the sidecar. I mean, and you've got the white sign and the black sign depicting, the white horse and the black horse, and which path to take. Do we want light or dark? And I like how the signs say this way or that way. So, it still represents everything that the Chariot does. It's going to be fast moving. It's going to be a decision to make. You're in control of your own destiny. So it's up to you. Which path are you going to take? For the Strength card, I love this Strength card from Shadowscapes. The lion is there and the lady is there. And the lion looks like he's even having a roar. But she's not concerned at all, because she knows that he means her no harm. She's using, as the Strength card tells us to do, that it's mind over matter, that it's your intuition over brute force. And so she is controlling the lion with a gentle hand and with her mind. she doesn't have to be mean or harsh to him. And it shows her strength by using mind over matter. I also like eight coins tattoos take on the strength card. That's just beautiful imagery to me. It's like she's in meditation and she's wearing the helm, of the lion. So she's still got the spirit of the lion there. But she is still depicting mind over brute force. And that's just a beautiful card to me. For the Hermit, we have the Witch's Tarot. And he's standing there on the side of the mountain, and he has his staff, and he has his lantern showing the way. Like, this is the path, and follow me. I have the knowledge. I can show you the way. And so that's the meaning of the Hermit for me. For the Wheel of Fortune, we have Sawyer's Path. And she did, you've got the bull, you've got the lion, you've got the eagle, and I'm not sure which one of the animals this is, but she did each one of the animals in the four corners. And you still see the elemental symbols going around, as well as the zodiac symbols. So she's got all the imagery there. But yeah, this is my favorite Wheel of Fortune. The phases of the moon. For Justice, we're back to 8 coins tattoo. Lady Justice has her blindfold, she has her sword, and she has the scales of justice. And you see that in this picture that the scales are a little unbalanced, because justice isn't always perfectly balanced. And, she is, Justice is blind. So, yeah, this depicted everything to me that that I think of when I think of justice. For the Hanged Man, there are 2, but there's no way I could do the Hanged Man without doing the Sundance from the Native American Tarot. When you're talking about, the Hanged Man is about taking a pause and meditating and getting a new perspective and surrendering. And what better depiction of surrender can you see than hanging from this pole after fasting for so many days, for those of you who know the history of the Sundance. And he's seeking his vision, which would definitely be a new perspective. It's a ritual of him coming into manhood, if I remember my legend correctly. But yes, this is definitely the Hanged Man. And then a different take on it is the Everyday Witch. And I like this because it shows he's got the key in his hand. There's the locks to the chains on his wrist and the locks on his ankles. But he's got the key in his hand. If he wanted to be set free, he could easily set himself free. But he is surrendering to the process. And he is meditating and gaining knowledge from how did I get here, and letting it go. And that's the lesson of the Hanged Man, is surrendering and getting a new perspective. If you'll excuse me a moment. Oh my goodness. I apologize, but my mouth was so dry. Okay, so we get to the Death card, and there's two here. And of course, this is the Apprentice deck, but of course, that is based upon the Rider-Waite-Smith. I mean, who does it better than the original? You know, he's in his black armor upon his white horse, and he's got the flag, and, you know, death comes riding on a pale horse. Yeah. Yeah. And then you have the teeny tiny tarot, and they say, death, this is not the end. Because the Death card, this is not the end. This is a transition. You know, it's out with the old and in with the new, which leads us right into my third one. What better says rebirth than the phoenix rising from the ashes? This is from Shadowscapes. And so this depicts death for me, that phoenix. You know, I finished this cycle, and now I'm going to begin a new journey, new hope, new birth. Yeah. I see nothing but, you know, there's the sun, and nothing but possibility and hope in that card. So then that brings us to Temperance. And my favorite Temperance is from the Witch's Tarot. You've got the rainbow. She's got 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. She's pouring from one cup to the other. You've got the flowers around, and I forget, I believe the flowers are supposed to signify rising up through the murky waters, if I remember. But she's got her wings. So, yeah, to me, that's just a beautiful representation of the Temperance card. And this brings us to the Devil. And people think of the devil, they think of this image. You know, the goat, the horns, the bondage, where he has the lovers, you know, chained in bondage. And this is what we think of when we think of the devil. But what we need to realize is that sometimes the devil looks like this. Sometimes the devil is attractive and seductive and says, come on here, I got what you want. Can be very deceiving. And yeah, Light Seekers done it perfectly. This is from the Light Seer's Tarot. That is, yeah, the perfect devil. So we come to the Tower next. And for the Tower, I have Anne Stokes Legends, to where she's there, she is ready to defend, and the tower is starting to crumble from the top, And, you know, she's going to be overwhelmed, but she doesn't know that yet. And, which brought me to my second choice for the tower was, what does the tower mean? Everything you thought you knew. I recently did a spread, and I got this deck, and I asked the deck, what can you teach me? And this was the card that I pulled, which sold me on the deck. That deck's going to teach me everything that I thought I knew. And so we're going to see what this little sassy deck can do. For the star, I picked Sawyer's Path. She's got the 8 stars over her head. She's got the bird. She's got the water, the 2 vessels of water, and the lotus is coming up through the murky water. And, you know, is it an illusion, or is everything as it appears? But we've got divine intuition, and yeah, that's the star. And then that brings us to the moon, and of course, the moon card had to be from Everyday Witch, with the witch flying in front of the moon. I mean, of course. Instead of the 2 dogs, we have the 2 cats. And, you know, the moon talks about illusion. And, you know, here, the cat, this is how he sees himself. So, you know, everything isn't as it appears. Then we have the sun. And the sun you usually see right away with the baby riding on the naked baby riding on the white horse. And you see the sunflowers and the castle in the background in the sun. And this, we don't have the castle in the background, but we've got the sunflowers, we've got the white horse, and she's holding the baby and nurturing the baby. And you see the butterflies, which signifies, you know, a transformation and a new beginning. And the sun is shining bright, and so there's nothing but hope. This card depicts nothing but hope. And then that brought us, this was from Crystal Visions, by the way. And then this brings us to Judgment, and this is Shadowscapes. And, you know, the angel is blowing the horn. And the butterflies and the birds are responding. They're coming. That, yes, we're going to be judged. And, yeah, this is just beautiful. I also liked this one for Judgment. This is 8 coins tattoo. You see to where you judged, where you, is it going to be light or is it going to be dark? Is it going to be heaven? Is it going to be hell? What path, you know, did we take? I just think that's a real powerful card. And then for the World card, I liked Witch's Tarot. You've got, well, I don't know if he's supposed to be a human or a fairy, but you've got, I'm going to say you've got man, and then you've got the eagle, and then you've got the lion, and you've got the deer. So you've got all of the elements covered, and then you've got Father Earth here in the middle, for the world. And I just, that just touches me. And one of these decks, the Crystal Visions, has an extra card. And I was like, I have to include it. And it's the unknown. And the guidebook describes it as the lesson that you haven't learned yet. What's unknown to you? And she's got her crystal ball, but she's seeking the knowledge, but it just hasn't been revealed to her yet. So she's going to have to trust in the process and trust in her divine guides to give her the answer. And I thought that resonated pretty well with us, because isn't that what we do when we read tarot? Is we're seeking the unknown. So those are my favorite arcana. Let me know what you think down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you click on the bell, it will alert you when I upload new videos. Comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what resonates, what doesn't, other content you would like to see me create. Share my videos with your friends. All of these things, all these actions are free for you to take, but they will raise me up in the algorithm to help my channel to grow. And I am grateful for everything that you do to help support me and this channel to grow. And so I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe you'll do a video and show us what your favorite majors are. Bye.